All right, Grings. Thank you for joining tonight's broadcast. Do questions in the beginning, and then we're doing messages in the beginning and then Q&A. So thank you for joining tonight's channeling, and here we go. Greetings. We are the Turtle Beings Collective. We are a part of your consciousness. We are of patience. Some of your humans on your world are very slow. That shows you they're a part of our collective. Slow people. It is, yes, we don't get enough appreciation, but we do go into the details of reality slowly, where others do not see those things. Our way of life is not conventional to your fast-paced world, but we do help others slow down and stop and look at things a little bit differently. It is a vibrational reason for that. Actually, many turtle beings are very quick in the higher dimensions, but on your world, it is necessary to be slow. So it's kind of funny to see a ninja turtle. That is quite accurate, but maybe not in the fighting sense of it. Well, there are realities, but it does exist. The reason we are here is basically to show you of our existence. Yes, we are of a different point of view that some beings, we are usually not looked at as important, but we are seeked out for our knowledge in times of crisis, what we're needed mostly. No one else can figure out what to do. We are reached out to. Basically, we are there to actually finish wars while others start them. That's what one of our main connections are. There's much more, even to heal a relationship that's been gone wrong. Whatever you call a relationship. So we have our ways of doing things, but once again, we do have a different way of going about it. There's a subtlety you can say. You can say also many of your Tibetan people have our energies. Basically just calm and take it easy. Greetings, this is Merlin from your Agartha, from the higher dimensions. A controversial one, yes. To give you more context of my existence, I do have Ra's energies at times when we get along. I've connected, yes, to the magic of the past. And it still exists, and many do connect to my vibrations for healing and clarity, as yes, the earth is not necessarily ready for a Merlin presence just yet, but the magic within the souls are increasing. You will find the magician within yourself, the wizard, the sorceress, wherever it might be, within, as it will get stronger and the earth will shift. dramatically when the time is right. Yes, humans act like fools, but they always kind of have, even during your Atlantean time period. That's had nothing new actually. But yes, at a high vibration, they make fools of themselves, and a low vibration, make themselves look like fools. And being drunks is pretty much normal. Of course, in the Atlantean time periods, they had other ways of getting high. It wasn't just their vibrations; they're connected to crystals. They have other plants and energy to connect to get them high and have them not think correctly. But they enjoyed every minute of it. In your world, yes, it's more of that at the lower vibrations, as you can see. Yes, also your cross, at your churches, is actually, some might have a different understanding. It is also an archon symbol of shutdown of the higher dimension energies to block. So you are here to unblock. So we see maybe your crosses getting a redesign or being removed altogether. So greetings to you all. I am here to assist you with your questions whenever you are ready.
Great. Thank you, Merlin, for being here and answering our questions.
Yes. Thank you.
Person is Emmy.
Hi, Merlin. Thank you for being here.
Greetings to you. How can I
Hi.
help you?
I'm sorry, you were saying?
How can I help you?
Yes. I'm just wondering if you have any messages for me.
Go slowly. You're having a lot of self-reflection at this time, as you can see. It has a lot to do with soul contracts. It feels like you broke a soul contract recently. So you're kind of going through the repercussions of it. The contract you had with, they're not saying with who, but I think you kind of get the idea. It's in the middle of being healed at this time. Let's put it that way.
Do you have any message for my spiritual growth, please?
Well, this is a spiritual growth you're going through right now. Soul reflection. Mm-hmm. You'll also be connecting to other versions of yourself. Another version of you that has everything working out for you, but still feel hollow inside. So you're here to feel yourself in, to feel fulfilled. So you're actually working with other versions of you too, because you can have everything in the world and still feel nothing. So in this lifetime, you're looking for fulfillment. And so this is why you're kind of jumping all around. Nothing wrong with that, but it's not an easy journey. But once you find that self-fulfillment, you'll feel also that you're not necessarily your life's all wrapped up, but it is been completed where it was not in other incarnations. If that's helpful at all.
Very much. Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Up next is Daria.
Yeah, that was a nice message. And thank you to the turtle Shifu. And thank you for the cool info about people always wanting to seek drugs.
Yes. I could go into that further, but
yeah,
I think I have the idea.
Yeah. Of course. So, what kind of messages can you provide me from your spiritual perspective?
One moment. You are on a magic timeline yourself. You have not, well, you've recognized parts of it here and there. I believe you would like to fly around on a flying unicorn right now. Wow. But always has a vibration I get. Doesn't mean that will not happen. Well, in this dimension, you never know. yes, you are technically connected to unicorn energies here of bringing that essence back through your own personality and character. Of just telling people how it is, and even doing a soul reflection of a mirror energy of other people's vibration, so they can see themselves. And you put a mirror up for people to see, basically. You do that in your town all the time. So that's why you might feel like you're too popular at times.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of wizard energy. There's actually a dragon in your area. Very big one. A green one, actually. Very big. Something you can tap into if you want to. They feel lonely too.
I don't feel lonely because I know I have myself in a way.
That's true.
And loneliness is what you feel when you're bad company with others. So,
Yes.
So it's a misunderstanding there. But
Yes.
anyways, about the unicorns, I didn't want them to be here because you seen what they do with elephants and other animals.
Mm-hmm.
And the cat says hi.
Yes.
Really wants to say hi to you. Yeah.
Very talkative, definitely.
Yes. And my second question is nothing about elephants and unicorns and
Yes.
riding dragons. But do you have something meaningful, deep, maybe even something darkish for me, as I tend to love the dark a little bit, not in the bad way, not like I want to use it in a bad way, but it's like, the info there.
One moment. Connecting to that. You are used to, let's see, worlds with black oceans. Not necessarily tar, but black oceans, basically showing the soul reflection of the race of people. Basically, it's you're assisting the Earth to reflect the souls on that planet. So why is the rainstorm? Why is the sky black all the time? Why does it look like tar? So not necessarily to cause mischief, but it does come and go. There are realities. Even on this world, you kind of do that to a degree. Like where you enjoy snow, others don't.
I enjoy rain, others don't. I enjoy the dark, and I enjoy in the sun. Where am I? Where the sun is out?
Yes.
Okay. So
yes, the sun can also be a false reflection, kind of hiding. It's like having a fake smile.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that. Exactly. So thank you so much.
Yes.
We understand each other. Yes. And have a blessing channel.
Yes, thank you. Blessings.
Thank you. Next up is Michelle.
Hi, Merlin.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. So I would love to hear a message from you for me, for my highest good.
Yes, change is on its way. You're still adjusting to a new direction, but it has not fully found yourself just yet. It is not time yet, but you're making at least astral decisions. Your physical will eventually follow. You're astrally 5 years ahead. You did a major clearing recently, and more is to come. So you'll be attracting more positive people to you over time. And when you have more positive people around you, it's like, wow, I am on a new time after all. So it just has not shown itself yet, from what I can see.
Can you see what the major clearing was?
Many things. Archon energies.
Yay.
Past life energies.
Yay.
Just modern day life.
Great.
And you're just doing I see you doing a flush on that one. Just basically you want to bring in more high vibrational energies of your direction And it will show itself in time. There's basically for you at least to be happy. Others can be miserable as long as you have a direction. That's all that matters.
Speaking of direction, I'd like to have one.
Yeah.
My second question, I actually talked with somebody about moving into a possible intentional community in DC.
Mhm.
That is in alignment, I think, with what I would
Yes.
being around. That feels. Does that look like that would be a good move?
It would be different.
It would be different.
A good move. It would be I believe a good experience, but you might not want to stay there forever.
Yeah.
But it is worth exploring. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sometimes anything different is good.
Right.
In this regard, I believe there's no harm to it. But you'll get a lot out of it, from what I can see.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Yes.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Stephen.
Hello, Merlin.
Greetings to you.
Hello. How you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Yeah, hey, I definitely want to connect with you. I heard that we go way back, energies and connections, and just with the magician energies are from you. Just want to know more about my past history with you, and just more info on that. I appreciate it.
It's other worlds, dragon societies, dragon planets, where actually dragons rule the world itself, where humans are seen as non-important. Like where the dragons, even I'm talking about big ones, and they make the rules, and the humans are kind of like seen as servants. Of course, not all of the serve, but insignificant, basically. But that is where you go to learn your abilities, and that's where you can. Magic is part of society, and that's what makes it so attractive. It's not an easy world, but it's not like this one. It's more entertaining. You create your own entertainment. You create your own, it's like a magic society, basically. It is a world, yes, there's one in Sirius. There are several of them. It is kind of like a barren planet, a place that, kind of like a forbidden planet like this one, but you have dragons there, and you can see them and talk to them. And you have wizards that are doing things, testing out their abilities, let's put it that way. So that's one connection I can say at this time.
Sweet. Thank you for that. And second question is, there's this dude online that I've been connecting with a while back. He's a friend. He's called John Smarty Mendez, and he's the creator of Holotech. He makes a lot of quantum energy holograms and pendulum, a whole bunch of stuff he makes now. But recently, I'm just curious. I just want to know more about this energy. He recently posted that he said that he says, and this is a quote from here, it says, "All forces in all dimensions are under my command. Get over it." So I'm trying to figure out what does he mean by that? Is this true? Trying to find more information about his energies. Why he just seems real egotistical, but I mean, yes. he seems. I just want to know more about this guy.
He's trying to be a god, basically, for those that would allow him to be a god. So he's trying to. You can say technically like a cult following in some regard. He has a lot of self-esteem issues, as you might see. So for him to think he's the master of all dimensions. I mean, there are dimensions where he's a master of because he created them. But he's not master of all dimensions. He's not master of this dimension, that's for sure. If that was the case, he would. That's not the case. You wouldn't know. So yes, he has a lot of darkness within himself. He's trying to heal, and doing this is the only way he knows how to do it.
And just real quick, all the tools and all the stuff he makes. I even got one pinned. Does all that stuff have the frequencies that I'm sure it does, but I mean, I'm just making sure, it's confirming. He makes a lot of products. I just want to make sure.
You might want to clear off his energy off of it. It'll probably work a lot better. You know,
All right,
just
sweet.
do a cleansing of his ego. He wants to be connected to everything, kind of like the government wants to be connected to everything. He's kind of the same thing. So there's some good to him. It's just he has a lot of soul warning to do. So blessings.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up is Umberto.
Hello there.
Yes.
Hello. My first question is, I have been caught sleeping on the job, and been told I'd be fired if I do it again. Do you see me continuing to have my job in the future?
Well, it's up to you. You have not made a decision on that. It feels like you don't want to be there. That's another reason why I keep falling asleep. So you're kind of bored with it. So it's hard to say. You have not made a decision on that yet.
Well, I mean, as in being fired, I meant.
No,
Like if you see me like being, let go or something.
no
Because I
time
wouldn't
soon.
want that. Oh, okay.
No time soon. Let's put it that way.
Oh boy. Wow. Okay.
So you still create your future. It is not in stone yet.
I see.
So we believe you're going to clear that up at this for a while at least, what we can see. So not to worry. There are other jobs too that would be more exciting from what it seems.
Oh wow, interesting. Yeah, I can see that thinking.
Yes.
My next question, I have been really wanting to move on to other realities and sort of leave my life on Earth. Would my higher self allow this, and would I have a positive experience if I did pass to the other side?
Well, you'll be bringing in. That's up to you and your higher self. You'll be bringing in other parallel realities to improve your existence here. So your exit is not one I can really tap into. That's like a personal energy that they're not going to allow that to be connected to.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a sensitive subject.
Right. Okay.
So,
all right. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, I'm next, and I have a question for you. Last night, I had a dream, and I saw myself wanting to stay in a certain location with someone I care about, and it felt like a child of mine. And my child didn't want to leave, so I stayed with him as long as I could. But everybody else we love was leaving that particular place, and that I had to leave also. So I left him by himself. How can you interpret that?
Is this a child you have right now?
Yes.
One of your children? Oh, well, that means you're leaving that 1B for soul growth. So, I mean, you're still going to be there, but you're stepping away vibration. So there's when there be situations where you can't help, and that's the point. You have to stay out of it. It's part of you wants to kind of be there all the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of letting you know what the future holds. That you can't always be there. And that's the idea. So you're kind of letting go in astral, you can say. So you can experience it here.
Okay.
I mean, the love is still there, of course, but the more love you have for the person, let them live their life. Also. Trust them.
Right. Okay. All right. My sister-in-law and some of her children say that they can see spirits, and they've been seeing spirits for many years. In the last few weeks, my sister-in-law was washing dishes with her adult daughter, and they just saw a bowl fly out of the cabinet in the kitchen while they were washing dishes. And they didn't get frightened. They're just like, oh, okay, because things of that nature happen to them a lot. Do they have attachments? Are they? I mean, what do
It's
you?
it's more well. It's a visitor, yes, but they too have alien magician energies. They're connected to their own magic. They have an understanding of it, so they allow that to happen
Mhm.
to show that they're kind of in a magic house. It's kind of like there's a movie called Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, where there's just magic in the house.
Mhm.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's kind of just giving them an idea that they're, they want these things to happen. That's what's going on there. I don't see a negative spirit or anything like that. Just it's part of their own awakening, you can say.
Right. Okay. And she says she always sees a particular male spirit in front of her desk at work as well.
She's welcoming all of this, and that's the world that she enjoys, and that's so the more of that, the more activity you get.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Next up is Kingsley, and I've got his questions. His first question says, I had a thought if I used my third eye's energy to create a bubble around me like I do when I make shields of light and love and try to move that, how long would it take to levitate if I practiced every day in a higher level of consciousness?
It'll be a few moments, but he'll get stronger over time. You'll feel a shift through his legs. You'll feel the ground and his feet separating slightly, but he's so focused in this reality, but he will feel a change. Just give it to him.
Okay. His second question, any messages for me?
Yes, it's patience with his abilities. Keep using that fire that you want to, what's attracting you. You can always change it up, what abilities you want to work on, because you're getting used to doing all these things. For levitating, for telepathy, for opening up your third eye, everything's going to get more. It's almost like you're a one-man band, and you are opening yourself up slightly, ever so slowly. That's what you're getting into before you're incarnated. So keep it up. You're doing well. Blessings.
Thank you very much. Next up is Brian.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
This is Logan. I had a dream yesterday where there were two collie dogs with me. The big fluffy ones. One was brownish gold with white spots. The other one was black with white spots. And the brownish gold one stuck with me in the dream, but the other one kept wandering off. And, I found it every time it wandered off, but it seemed like it didn't want to be around me. I had another dream that day where there's another vicious dog attacking me, but it wasn't like one of the collie dogs in the first dream. Second dream was really, really weird. Can you explain what was happening here?
All I see with that is you're doing a purge of your spirit guide energies. You do have beings around you that are kind of causing difficulties for some of your guides, testing them. And some of them are being released from you. So it's kind of showing up like a dog. So some of the guides have kind of turned against you. But you're dealing with that right now. They show up as a dog, basically. Give an idea what's going on. So I want to say technically, you're going through a change. So this is expected. So you're just doing a querying around you, basically.
Are there any messages for my higher self?
Not to worry, you're just doing a house cleaning. And is necessary. For your next couple of years, you're going to feel a transition. Your connection with the Zeta Gray is going to get stronger, of course, with other beings. But the Zeta will be the strongest energy with you, is because that's the one that wishes to be heard. And you're just aligned with their vibrations. But of course, you can connect to all species of your choice. Even angel spirit will come through. But the Zeta will be usually probably your go-to place for a while, at least, to bring in other entities, like a connector, Like you bring in this zeta, and then this brings in another being. So, let's see.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Next up is Renee.
Greetings, Merlin.
Greetings to you.
My first question is, a few months ago, I went with some family to Carlsbad Caverns, which is underground and real dark. And in my aunt's pictures, I came out in each of the pictures with my eyes glowing red, like the whole bulb, and I was the only one. So I was wondering what exactly that was.
Well, just that your aura is very active. It's just very, the picture it picked up, it's just showing that your vibration is very strong. That's all. And your eyes are just, it's showing kind of a reflection of your soul. The red is just showing that you're, like with the picture, you're kind of manipulating it a little bit for not to pick up your full self. You can pretty much, somebody can take a picture of you and see somebody totally different there. So you're technically, your vibration is technically, in the future that might happen. You'll see like a gleam of light in front of you instead.
Oh, wow. Okay. Neato.
Very good.
My second question was something that happened to me yesterday. Recently, my cousin owns an auto shop, and one of his employees replaced the belts on my motor. And yesterday, the belts fell off. I called my cousin and asked him to pay for a tow truck, even though he's on the other side of town. And he said, "No, I don't know if it's faulty handiwork yet." So I called a tow truck to take it to another shop. But an hour later, both the tow truck that I called came, and my cousin called me asking if he wanted me to get him to pay for a tow truck. So it's kind of like synchronicity. Like it made me have to make a choice instantly.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if that was some type of Archon grid that I was on, or okay.
It was like a glitch in the Matrix, basically.
Wow.
So everything got kind of moved around. So that kind of told you on track also. So
yes,
it showed you do have visitors watching too. Now with your belts coming off your car, that was kind of, it was like a glitch even caused that, you can say. Got interfered with.
Well, I've been doing a lot of spirit energy work the previous day for high school when I play competitions. And also the morning, I had been watching videos about the sky and things up there. And so I figured those two things also may have triggered one of the...
You're connecting more to the higher consciousness. And so you're bringing in different beings. So like without your belts having difficulties in your car, that glitch would not have occurred. So it had a reason for it. You're sure you're on track, basically.
Yeah, and I kind of knew which decision was the right one to make, and now I'm stronger because of it. But it did kind of feel like dark meeting light.
Yes, right. You're learning more about yourself. Expect not necessarily an event like this, but expect you'll see more light and dark activities going on.
Yeah, I love the experience because now I know the shape of it, and so now I can do more work with it. So it's very exciting.
It's almost like you connected to whole Earth. You connected to like Agarthian energies also during this. So there was a shift, and there's also over time it will make itself more clear.
Okay.
So, besides say technically you're connected to the wizardry of yourself, and it's going to get stronger for sure. So blessings to you.
Okay, thank you. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Dragon.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
Can you tell me about dragon hunters that are always chasing me around the galaxy? They seem to think they can capture my powers, but I think they're more of a nuisance than a real threat. They have hurt loved ones and incarnations to try to like manipulate me, I think, like capturing a dragon mistress or whatever I had in a medieval human dragon world type experience. I thought they wouldn't have the guts to follow me. At least I pick up, I thought they wouldn't have the guts to follow me here, but they did. But once they entered the Matrix, they kind of lost sight of me.
Yeah, they got lost, like most people do.
Yeah. Can you tell me about them?
Yes, well, there's a high bounty on you because you've caused a lot of mischief throughout your incarnations. Not necessarily for the negative, but just you can't be stopped, basically. So you've gone to world where they are trying to manipulate you, using the world itself to go against you to fall into their hands. Like you come to them, and it has not happened. Now you're on this world where they can't figure this place out for anything. Where they get so lost and found alcoholism as their only way out. A lot of them do get tattoos. They might have dragon tattoos, but not always in the most positive sense. To kind of give you an idea, it's a dragon hunter. Like there's would be a spear in the dragon, or be, you have to connect to the vibration of it. But usually they have tattoo on them somewhere. Give you an idea. So a lot of them are alcoholics. Some of them are very sociable because they have to be. Like any bounty hunter, it's good to know people, and they might not be the most liked, but they are known. They like to get their name known too, so they can find some, find rumors or hearsay. To give you a cool
funny. I don't even think most of them are on this continent. They just totally went.
Yeah, they're pretty lost.
I hope I don't get some bad karma for that.
No, don't worry about it.
My second question is, do you have any messages for me?
You do your own spells. You might not. You probably are aware of it. It is for higher conscious spells. For you to also connect more to your higher dimensional self, and to share that with others, and to heal this reality. You call it the Matrix, and call it whatever you whatever you want to call it. Is there's a lot of wizardry in this reality. Humans don't believe in magic, but yet they're affected by it every day. So you do heal the spells around you, the mind control, and you toss it out. But a lot of humans don't. Yes, they laugh about all this, but yet they're under. Sometimes you can see in their eyes, or around their third eye, you can feel like a spell magic around them. Something to think about. Many have it, or mostly have it. It's something to look at. You have to kind of connect to the vibration of it. Like, as a look, magic can have different colors of manipulation. It can be white. You'll just know what it's doing. So, blessings.
Thanks, much love.
Okay, next up is Liz.
Hello.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. Could you give me an update? What's going on? I feel a bit of, I don't know, some weird energy mixed up.
Stuck at where you're transitioning into a more fourth dimension environment. We've technically already been there, here and there, but the third dimension is what needs. Well, what's going on for feeling stuck is humanity is stuck. It's not going as fast as you'd like it. That's probably where that stuck is coming from. The consciousness is not evolving. It is stagnant. Among many, not everyone. So you're getting heavily affected by it, from what I can see.
Yes.
Okay. So to change that is just hang out with your animal friends. Maybe get out a little bit more. There's not much you can do. The human consciousness makes their decision, and they're very headstrong, as you can see. Yeah, until major movement happens, but it's not gonna happen quite yet.
Yeah, I think the being deceived so much and and lost and what is right or wrong or dark or light, right?
Well, like with the news media, those are like dark magicians, basically, over the consciousness, and spells are being done constantly, pulling humanity backwards. Constantly.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
They want to divide, but they want humans angry in the long run. And they're accomplishing quite a bit of that. So that can only last so long, though.
Yeah, that's the good thing. Okay. Talking about being angry. I feel a little bit of anger. I don't know why. When I think of the inner earth people, the Anshar community, especially, I don't know why it is that I feel like being deceived by them at one point or something. I feel a little bit like anger towards them.
Mm-hmm. Well, not all beings are who they say they are. And so, I mean, there's some trust there, of course. There is positive there. But a lot of these beings do get infiltrated. Just like the aliens get infiltrated also. So many do have difficulties with aliens because they know they're not always what they say they are. So, and that's what you're dealing with that in astral. So the Manshar, is it Manshar?
Anshar.
Manshar. How do you pronounce it?
Anshar.
Anshar.
Yes.
You are dealing with them in astral. Is what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it has not been, you can say technically you're clearing corruption at this time. You're finding much more than you thought you were going to find. Quite normal for your world.
Oh, yeah.
Usually when they see this is very positive, they find something else instead. But the rumors are true. Basically. So, is there anything else?
Oh, that's it. Unless you have anything else to tell me.
Oh, that is all at this time.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up is Donna, and I've got her questions. Last week's webinar, the being that came through said that I was going to have an awakening, a spiritual awakening. May I get more information on that? When and how exactly?
Well, that is up to you. How are you feeling today? It is on what you want to experience, what you want to connect with. Like if you connect spiritually to the moon, the stars, the sun, that is your spiritual awakening. When you just start to tap into things that don't normally tap into, you just feel a new vibration from it. Or if you're sitting in your home and you feel, is there an alien presence outside? Is there an alien invasion going on outside? And you go outside, there's nothing. But then again, spiritually, there was much there. So that is your spiritual awakening. So that's when you allow that to come through, basically.
Okay, thank you. Her second question. Sadly, another elderly friend passed last week, March 1st. Her name is Anna. Does she have any messages, and how is she doing?
Well, with those of the elderly that's been around you recently have been releasing, many of them are glad they chose that time. Because some hold on forever. I would say even spiritually, you are assisting them in their exit. It's like you're helping them leave peacefully. And that is major. So you actually technically are going through your spiritual awakening right now. Now with this, what they're going, they're fine. Transition isn't easy, but it's been several months where they're trying to figure out when's the right time to leave. But you were assisting during that time, from what I can see. Blessings.
Thank you. Next up is Lucy.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings, Merlin.
Yes.
Well, I have one question that I would like everyone to hear the answers to, and everyone that watches and on YouTube to hear the answers to, my friends there. The first question, though, is actually personal between us, and I was told, I can't remember, I wouldn't name them anyway, but I was told by a certain being that you were very, very angry with me, and I was quite shocked because in this life, and especially my earlier days as a witch, I just really look up to you. And when I do my practice, I always call on you to be with me. So I was quite shocked about this kerfuffle, or apparently, and if you could shed some light on that so I can feel better.
Well, that was during the past, which also might feel like the present or the future. Basically, you were learning your abilities. It was getting kind of out of hand at times. Not to say you're using it for negative reasons. It's just that you were having difficulties getting control over it.
You mean like the fire?
Yes.
I
I think you have an idea of
quit
that.
burning. Yeah.
Or even connecting to dragons, and some of them would get kind of, out of hand sometimes.
Well, they're just playful, a little more than fairies, but they're a lot bigger.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's not everybody understood what was going on. Let's put it that way.
But I don't understand how I displeased you.
Well, as I say, it got out of hand, and it was just there's more to it I could go to here.
I see.
It was I'll send you energies. It's not that important. Let's put it that way. It's in the past mostly.
So I needn't worry because you still have my past.
Not to worry about it. Yes.
Okay.
Well, because some might connect to it and feel like it's going on now.
Well, that's what I was told. Yes, now we're still.
Well, because it probably
quibbling.
The way they were connecting to it, yes, it might seem that way, but it was mostly from the past. So, with any, those are different times too. So, people aren't used to that energy connecting to something like that too.
Well, this 3D, 4D stuff really
Yes.
is over it, and whatever it
Exactly.
is. Okay. Now the second thing really blew my mind. I've been running through the rabbit holes. I haven't even come up. I just keep going from hole to hole.
Yes.
So I would like to talk about this place in bumfuck Kazakhstan, in the desert, where nothing but nomads and camels and sand, nothing. There's nothing there except this city called Astana, Astana. I have never seen this before. My gosh, it makes Tomorrowland at Disney World look like the Old West. Yes. I would like to know. Well, I finally decided it is a galactic center and not just completely one specific race, and that they freely come and go from this point. Nobody knows about it. Nobody goes there. There's only about 3 pictures of it that I can find anywhere. Could you please? I mean, if I've ever seen an occult city, I mean, this is New World occult.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes, it's modern day. Yes.
Oh, it's more than modern day. It looks like any sort of artist rendition of what they believe could be on Mars or something. And so how many trillions of dollars went into that? And I'm assuming all the world leaders know about this.
Yes.
What is going on there?
It is a galactic center for meetings. Is a lot of Anunnaki energies there. For trickster energies to keep those that are not welcome out. I believe for visa reasons. So yes, how much money? You can say all the money in the world, trillions of dollars, basically. It's running the Middle East at this time.
I called the airlines. There is no flight there. You have to have a private jet. What is with that? I mean, so you know, is this all galactic beings? I thought it would be like a touch and go place, like
Yes.
land and go to this planet from there, or you know, like this time zone to that.
Well,
It's a touchdown and go. Yeah.
It's yes, it's not a place that's used often. I mean, it's yes, it's come and go energies. Yes.
Well, I mean, ships could come and go from there any time of day, and nobody would know. There's nothing out there but maybe a stray camel. And I'm just wondering, you know, what is the human galactic relationship going on there, or is it purely Illuminati or Cabal? You know, what is going on? That, I mean, that is more expensive than anything in any major city around the world that I've ever seen.
Yes, it is. It is one of the places where the UN does get together, but in secret.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Certain members, not all.
Yeah.
And even their memories are even kind of played with also because of that.
It's just so like uber modern, and it's just so extra. I don't know how to even explain it. It looks fake. That's what it looks like.
Yes,
a toy.
It's off-world connections there. Yes.
Wow.
The architecture of it is just to attract, you know, certain energies there. And
Well, it seemed like ships were coming and going down the centers of these buildings, like they're like the top of a genie bottle, and they're just coming out of it, or I don't know. It was just really a lot of energy there, not necessarily good energy, but yeah, not bad. You know, I felt like it was a kind of port in a way, a galactic portal or something.
Yes, it has a lot of gateway energies there.
Wow. Okay.
So there's a little bit of everybody that's there, positive and not so positive.
So primarily Anunnaki design. Is that what you're...
Their presence is very strong there. They're protecting it. Let's put it that way.
I see.
And NASA's presence is there also.
Oh, wow. I shall have to feel into that. I would like everyone who's listening and all my friends here, if anyone knows, I'm very much researching this now. And thank you so much for your insight.
You're very welcome.
And blessings to you.
Colin is up next.
Thanks, Mary. Greetings, Merlin.
Greetings to you.
Thanks for coming in. Good to connect with you.
Of course.
So I'm feeling super lost and super angry, and I'm wondering if there's any messages around what's going on in my world with that.
Lost in what way? So I can connect to it.
Oh, good question. Just kind of confused and disconnected.
Well, I believe it's only going to last for so long. It's not going to be forever. You're kind of going into a kind of like a dark vortex at this time. It was only temporary, though. Now, temporary can be a couple weeks, but it won't last forever. You'll have some more clarity, but it feels like you're going into a new timeline, too. So the new timeline is not very clear at this time. That even kind of rhymed. So just, you know, follow your feelings. You will come out of it. That's hopeful.
Okay. Is there any kind of growth coming out of this, or is it just...
Do you have more growth than you probably can handle at this time?
Okay.
That's probably what's going on. You're just... Yes, you're connecting a lot also to the darkness of the soul to a certain degree, but you also have some clarity. It just having clarity is not the easiest at this time.
Right. Okay. Do you have any other messages for me?
Yes, connecting to your higher self, your path will come clear. Right now, you are clearing out low vibrations to find what fits right. So your clarity is coming, just not that quickly. Like with a relationship that is up in the air, it's always a dagger in the soul, it seems like sometimes. That will make itself more clear. it's just hang in there.
You mean the outcome will make itself clear?
Yes, just
Okay.
there's a lot of trickster energies around her at this time. Nothing new there.
Do you have any timeline for that? The clarity.
Well, conversation will increase. Let's see, out of this week, probably next week or this weekend. They say 2 weeks, but you'll have clarity throughout these 2 weeks, the end of this week and next. So you'll have more clarity. She's not making it easy. Nothing new there.
And do you see it coming more together or moving more apart?
Yes, more together. It might seem like you're moving apart, but I think it's coming more together, actually.
Okay. Someone's having fun with this somewhere.
Well, it's mostly her.
All right.
Always what's around her. So.
Okay.
So, yes, you need a break. So.
Cool. Yeah, I agree.
Things.
Thanks, Merlin. Appreciate it. Listen.
Hey, Bobby is next.
Thank you. Greeting, Merlin.
Brings you.
It was interesting with your message when you came in talking about getting high and using other substances and things like that. I haven't smoked weed for a while for several reasons, but I was thinking about working with it again. But with the genetic manipulations of the plant strains, I was wondering, does this serve a purpose for my growth, or will it just slow my progress?
Not necessarily. I believe the psychedelic side of it will open you up more. It doesn't necessarily have to be marijuana. It can be any other substance also. But marijuana will definitely open you up. I believe it is, from your guides, they say it's necessary for your soul growth. So give it a whirl. It can be small. It doesn't have to be huge. But try it out again, little by little. See how you feel.
Right. Okay. Thank you for that.
Yes, it'll give you more clarity. They say. You actually have you have a tiger or a lion, a feline energy. Cheetah. But it's funny that you have. They say when you connect to this, you'll bring out more of a wolf side of yourself, which is interesting. So you're going to connect to all different things, basically.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Very cool. For my second question, I'm connecting more with my magical timeline, and I was looking to, explore more of my connection with you. I found out I have a version of myself in Agartha who has unconventional means himself. And but I'm only conscious of a fraction of my role and my purpose there and here in this planet. I was looking to see if maybe you could give me some more information on that and our connection.
Well, Matt, realize also as a magician, you do, or a wizard, however you want to word it, you do positive things, and sometimes you have to do negative. It depends on what the situation is. We do a balance of it. It's just because you're working with Mother Nature. Mother Nature, sometimes it rains, sometimes it doesn't. She does her own magic too. So sometimes it's really hot, whatever it might be. So it's your connection. It's not always time for the magic to awaken, but it's showing my presence is here. It's showing that more people are connected to their magic selves. So it's not always time, but I feel your timeline is going to open up gradually. You're actually very connected to Houdini to give you a little bit more clarity. That's something. And also, Genghis Khan, there was a lot of magic energies there too you can connect to. Basically, he had like his own personal magician, basically. Not that public. So
it was like a battle shaman or something like that.
Something like that. Oh, your time? Yes, it was. Yes, very like a secret society type of thing. Yes. So
yeah, I connected with that with Genghis Khan in the Mongolian, but I never connected the magic to it. That's interesting.
Yes, it's hidden for a reason. But as you awaken more, you will see magic. Because magic, as you know, does manipulations on humanity daily. So it's constantly in work. But when you connect to your magic, you'll have a more understanding of. Instead of having difficulty with humanity, you better understand it, why they are the way they are. So,
All right.
So,
All right. Thank you very much.
Blessings
to you.
Okay, James M is next.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
Hi, so can you tell me if I have any fairies around me lately, and do they enjoy my food offerings?
Yes. You do currently do a music offerings right now? Is that happening?
Kind of.
Well, in the past. Yeah, when you play your music, you can connect to fairy energies, and that'll attract a lot more around you. Something to think about. So if you want a presence, you want to attract them, just put your intentions to attract them. So that works. It will work.
I see. Oh, and
yes, you do have a presence around you, but that will attract them even more.
Oh, cool. And can you tell me my connection is to you?
You felt past lives on this world, you felt my effects. Basically, my presence was like the word Merlin was very strong in society. They're in the Middle Ages. And you felt the energies of fairies and Agarthians, wizards, all throughout the medieval time periods. You felt the effects. You felt there was like magic force. Not to say my energy is everywhere, but when anytime you connect to magic, you feel the Merlin vibration, basically. So yes, it's been around your energy, much of your past, and Andromedan connections is what we have. To give you a little bit of hint there.
I see. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Pamela.
Greetings.
Okay, we'll just come back to her. Next up is Tristan.
Hi there.
Yes.
I was wondering why you say greetings and blessings and not hi. Is there a reason?
No, it's an energy that is. It is a vocabulary that is welcomed easier. It is a spiritual greeting, basically. Hi
doesn't work.
Very third dimensional.
Okay. Yes.
Greetings is more of a welcome, it seems. Hi is like hi, and then you walk away.
Okay, makes sense. And any messages for me?
Yes, you're coming to a turning point of your direction. The fire of your existence is just beginning of your interdimensional self. You have several parallel incarnations on many different Earths at this time that possibly will come to know. But you've had a lot of connections with archons, that's for sure. But your reason here is basically to share your light with others. But mostly you want to leave this world knowing more about yourself, have a more definition of it, but also to share your knowledge with others. Your definition of life. Whoever will read those energies, you're not really looking for who, but just you want others to uncomplicate this reality.
This present reality here.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Yes. Blessings to you.
Okay, next up is Brooke, and I've got her questions. Question number 1, I removed my chakras. I feel much better, but I notice that I feel impressions that feel like ghosts of chakras. Did I miss something in my auric field, or is that normal?
I would remove your crown chakra again. Just do a major removal of it, because it's like when you did a removing of chakras, but you did a healing. I believe they're still they returned. But when they did a return, your crown chakra is not kind of came back disformed slightly. I do feel archon presence, meaning that through an insectoid energy, they're trying to, keep you in the third dimension, basically. So you connect the insectoid archon energy and just release that. And I believe you'll feel a difference there. You can do that on all the chakras if you want. Blessings.
Thank you. Her second question is, I feel much more balanced after the removal, but I am experiencing weird gooey energy coming into my brain and giving me headaches when I do energetic work.
Yes.
What is causing that?
It is like, yes, once again, it's coming through your crown chakra. I mean, technically, I would say do another removal of your chakras. The crown, you got to be really careful with. I mean, to remove it, heal it, and when you feel, and keep doing a healing there until you don't feel this goo coming through. Another thing, you can visualize yourself, like in a meditation, jumping into water, to a whatever type of water substance that you're comfortable with, a lake, sea, ocean, whatever it might be, to just do another cleansing. Like when you do the removal, see yourself in the ocean, clear your vibrations. And it's kind of like keep doing that until you don't feel that goo coming through anymore. Because they're really trying to connect to you, as you can see. So, blessings.
Okay, thank you. Next up is Oman.
Hello, is it still Merlin?
Yes, it is Merlin. Yes.
Well, hello, Merlin. Well, I had a dream a few nights ago about I was somewhere on Earth and I was looking at the moon. It was full moon, but someone was sitting on the moon like it was a chair. And this being was red and had reptilian features, like looked reptilian, but it was red and was sitting like a king or some kind of king or leader. And next to him, someone very tall was standing, like an advisor or someone. I don't know. He just, the one who was sitting on the moon looked like Satan to me. Who were these beings? And what did it mean that they sit on the moon?
Well, these are beings trying to imitate Ra. Ra of your Egyptian time period. Trying to influence humanity. Trying to show they are God. At least in the dimensions, at least. There are beings that are trying to control dreams, basically. Intentions. You will probably see this over time. You'll see this very common, not necessarily sitting on the moon. Sitting on the moon's like controlling Earth, basically. So most likely you'll see more of this. You're connecting to, say, technically like the archonic energy around the Earth. Those that are able to pressurize the thinking of humanity. They find it very easy.
Wow, yeah. And before that, I touched a dragon in the air. There was just a red dragon, but it was also I found myself in an Arabic world, Arabic country. There were Arabs around, and it didn't feel nice at all to be there. And then actually, when we saw it, then the clouds covered it. And when the clouds covered it, we couldn't see it, but I couldn't even see it after the clouds were removed. So yeah.
Well, yes, much of your world is controlled by Arabic, magic, you can say. Babylon. It is not seen, that significant. Well, it is and it isn't. But your elite are very connected to the Arabic ways. And that is used, it's like a cover. So, I mean, how many want to go into the Arab world? It's not an easy place to go into. So that's where a lot of the controllers hide. They're connected to your world.
All right, cool. Well, my second question is there a message from Krishna to me?
One moment. You are going into your energies more. You're going into what you are ready to see. You're here to see more, and you're seeing the controllers of your reality. Not necessarily your reality, but of humanity's reality. So expect more of that. They also giving forgiveness, but you're there to see them, talk to them, and learn more about them. So expect that energy to get stronger with you. You'll also see light at the end of the tunnel if you have not seen it yet. It will show itself. It's just humanity is learning through the teachings of these beings. So it's like it's not always time to disturb it, but it's showing there is an alternative way of living them.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and have a good time, Merlin.
Yes, much love.
Goodbye.
Okay, next up is Pamela.
Hello, Merlin.
Greetings.
Well, it is very clear that I remain very confused. I haven't made any progress from last week. What can you tell me about this? How can I connect to myself to clear my energy?
You are making progress. It's slow progress, but it is much needed. Well, you're taking a break too. You don't want to tire yourself out too much. So you are kind of getting used to the idea of your higher dimensional self coming through, but you also want to be able to still function in this reality. So that's why you kind of slowed it down. Because technically, you can just speed it right up and go to the 12th grade, basically, and get out of here. It's not what you really want to do, but technically you could. But you come here for a human experience, so you're slowing it down so you can. It's coming through. It's working through you, just not as powerful as you like to. As many would like it.
Yeah, I know. I'm impatient.
But you're learning patience. So.
Yes, I've been working on this. Would be my second question. I've been working on developing art healing workshop. Trying to get out there with my art and also trying to help people express themselves. And it looks like I go 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and I end up doubting myself and not making also progress in that goal that I have set, so and I know that's where my magic as a human, comes from. Like I can develop it with my healing powers in my art. So should I keep going, or is this like something I should just
Well, yes, it is good to you're still getting used to all this. So sometimes it's just better just to do it and then learn from it. Part of you wants to perfect it, but the only way to perfect it is to do it.
True.
So you're just kind of, I feel like your soul is reaching out for it. So that's you if you want to. You feel that, you can always give a break to it and all that, but it feels like it's still going to be talking to you. So it's worth pursuing.
Perfect.
So I believe just to put it out there and not worry so much about it.
Good. Thank you so much, Merlin. Good night.
Okay. Thank you, Merlin, for coming tonight and answering our questions. That was our last guest.
So, yes, thank you. Blessings to you. Yes, parallel realities dimensions become more clear as you go into a high vibrational way of life. The new earth is working through you slowly. Of course, much love to you all. Greetings. All right, thank you. Do I have a blessing before we get going?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Hey, thank you, Ivan. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
was beautiful.
Second that.
Namaste.
All right. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ivan.